Hello guys, Elijah on the Physical Media channel. This is part 3 of the Mixed Movies collection. It's been a couple of days since I've done part 2. So let's get straight into it. First up is these 3 DVDs. The Lego Batman movie, the original Lego movie, and one I haven't seen yet, the Lego Movie 2. Next up is Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events from 2005. I saw this in primary school in about year 5 or year 6, and this is a good movie. I haven't seen it since, but yeah, I remember the trailer as a kid on the Shrek 2 DVD. But yeah, really great movie. Highly recommend it for people who've never seen this. Plus, this is an X-Rental from, well, it doesn't tell me because the actual thing that used to be in the middle is gone. That indicated it was an X-Rental, but yeah. I want to say this is from either a Video Easy or a Civic Video. Could be wrong. But next is Lennon Legend, the very best of John Lennon. So what this is, it basically has 20 John Lennon music videos that coincide with the album. And it also has 6 bonus, or 7 bonus features. So a lot of these music videos are remastered. And have beautiful, compared to the original qualities that are from the 70s and very early 80s. These have beautiful color on them. These are presented in beautiful color. So that's one of the highlights of this DVD. Next is the Paramount and Transmission Films documentary, Lennon, New York City from 2010. And then I have a movie I haven't seen, Pixar's Lightyear from 2022. I remember I found this brand new, and I don't know why it was at a second-hand store, but I got it in around 2023, 2024, something like that. It was crazy. But yeah, very lucky find at the time, because it was a new movie. And I also I've only seen half of Lennon, New York City. I forgot to mention that. But next is a movie I loved as a kid and I still love to this day. The original Little Rascals movie from 1994, and this is from 2007, this DVD. Highly recommend this movie for those who haven't seen it. Very funny. Very funny. I love the kid who doesn't talk until the very end. He only says aha. I think his name's Aha. Love him. Yeah, I do not have the sequel yet, which I've only seen bits of. Next is both the original animated Lorax, and this DVD is from 2012, and the Illumination Films Lorax movie from 2012, and this 2014 release of it. I loved the Lorax growing up as a kid. I was huge on it. Not so much now. I saw this in cinemas and really enjoyed it as a kid, but not so much now. But next up, I've never seen these. I found them out of pure luck together, and it is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I will get to watching them one day. And the reason why I've never seen these is because I was never really introduced to these as a kid from my parents. And I grew up with a lot of different things because my parents didn't believe in me watching M-rated movies as a kid. So, yeah. Whereas all my other friends saw this trilogy and loved the trilogy and would heavenly talk about it. Yeah, I never saw this nor The Hobbit. I saw Harry Potter. That was realistically the only thing. So yeah. The next is a movie I haven't seen yet, Luca, from 2021, Pixar movie. And then I have a bunch of these. I'll pull out if I can get them out. So I got this EZY Easy DVD 10 of Madagascar from 2006, and inside is the original 2005 DVD. And then I have my copy of Madagascar with my custom cover I made of it a while ago, and it is just a normal 2005 disc, the original. But yeah, then I have here a bootleg of the movie, and another bootleg which I got as the same day as the bootleg of Ice Age and Ice Age 2, which you saw in the last part. Go check that out if you haven't already. And this comes with 2 discs. Comes with the bootleg of Madagascar and a bootleg of Over the Hedge. I had another Madagascar bootleg at one point, but it just crumbled into pieces. The disc was very flimsy and wasn't. You couldn't really play it properly on VLC Media Player, and you couldn't really play it at all on a DVD player. So it crashed most of the time, and yeah. But don't have it anymore. But I also have this other Madagascar bootleg as well, which I bought semi recently. And it comes with 2 discs, and this is very funny. Comes with a basic Madagascar disc, but then it has this disc here, which is very scratched, but still plays some of the data on it, and it is the unrated version of Madagascar. What even is an unrated version of Madagascar? Like, you tell me. And then the other disc is it's not very scratched compared to the unrated version, but yeah. And the disc thing is has enough thing to put both discs in it, so yeah. Really weird DVD release, but yeah, the unrated one, because they basically are similar. But yeah, next up is this activity disc of Madagascar from 2005. And this came out to promote the movie in cinemas. And if you have already seen the movie at the time this came out, you would be able to you have to try and test your knowledge to see if you know much about Madagascar before it comes out on DVD. It's crazy, but really great DVD. I love this DVD. Really hard to find, and there's the disc. Really great. I love it. 100%. Love this disc. So even if I didn't, even if you did have Madagascar on DVD, you can still do the trivia questions. Plus, I have a lot of knowledge on Madagascar, so realistically, it's always fun putting that back in. Next up, I have is both Madagascar 2 and 3 and my custom case design or cover designs. And yes, I will be making more of these in the future. I will be redoing these ones in the future with some other ones. I'm going to be doing a custom cover design on a couple of movies I love. They're just a basic Madagascar 2 disc there, and then the basic Madagascar 3 disc there. No reprints, just the original. And this one comes with a crust coupon. Crust pizza are very premium pizzas over here. Plus, it also comes with a Dreamworld coupon of Madagascar. And I think the other side is, yeah, just Dreamworld 20% off. Present this voucher at Dreamworld or White Water World and receive 20% off 1-day tickets. Offer valid until the 28th of March 2013, which is, wow. And yeah, I wish I was able to go to Dreamworld when this was popular. I don't even know if they still have the Madagascar stuff at Dreamworld. Same with the Kung Fu Panda, the Shrek, and the How to Train Your Dragon stuff. I don't know anymore. I know the Wiggle stuff at Dreamworld is gone. But yeah. Then I also have here Madly Madagascar, which I've had since I was a kid, and this is the 2014 release of it. I do want a new copy of this, but I've never been able to find it, so I've just always had this childhood copy. So we'll get a new copy someday, but yeah. It is very scratched. Very, very, very scratched. So, It still plays, I believe, the entire film. Maybe I could be wrong. I have to test this out again. But I know it plays the bonus shorts, Hammy's Boomerang Adventure and First Flight, which I do really love how they included First Flight on it. It says all new short First Flight. It's not really an all new short. It's just that they hadn't released it up until this DVD came out. So yeah. Plus it has Hammy's Boomerang Adventure from Over the Hedge, which is a goated short, and I love Over the Hedge. So yeah. Next is the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour, and this is the Avenue One release from 2001. Terrible quality. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like this. I prefer the 2012 uh, remaster by the actual Apple company that owns the Beatles, like the Beatles Apple label, Apple Corps or Apple Records. Like I'd rather that over this DVD, but I got it at the time at a secondhand store and thought I'll get it. It said digitally remastered, but it's honestly the worst quality ever. Like I'm being dead on, it's worst quality. Also, why they got this image on the back cover? It has nothing to do with the movie. That's them in America when they arrived, or them in not America. Well, they were arriving on in some place. I don't know, and they used that as an image. I don't get it, but yeah, there's a better version of this DVD from 2012 or this film, which I will be hopefully getting in the future. Fingers crossed. I pray that I get it. The next is a movie I haven't seen yet, The Magic Pudding from 2000, and this is the 2001 DVD, the ABC release. So this one was released under the 20th Century Fox when it was released theatrically in 2000, and ABC just decided to distribute this movie for some reason, and then in the years afterwards, uh, it was re-released by a different company. But it's just the original ABC release, which is cool. And I don't have plans to get the other release of it because this is basically the movie. So why would I want to get, if I'm being honest, why would I want to get the other release of this when I can just watch this? But yeah, these are really hard to find DVD as well. This particular copy, the re-release is more common, but it has John Cleese, Jack Thompson, Sam Neill, Jeffrey Rush, Hugo Weaving, and Tony Collette. Now, next is an American DVD. I know you can get this in Australia, but I found this at a record store. The American copy of Man in the Mirror, the Michael Jackson story from 2004, and this DVD is from 2005. It's a Paramount and MTV movie. It's a live action take on part of Michael Jackson's career, and it's honestly, it's alright. I wouldn't rave. There's some things they could have explained better, but you know. But it's alright. I don't mind it. I cannot wait for the upcoming biopic in April. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, so I pray that the biopic is good. I just pray. But yeah. Now, you've seen these in the last two parts. Here's another one from Paramount, and it's the Mark Wahlberg collection. And what it is, it has here Four Brothers, The Italian Job, and Shooter. And never seen these movies, but the one I do remember the name of is The Italian Job, because my nana has the original Italian Job. I believe this is the remake. So yeah, so I believe yeah. I remember seeing a bit of the original Italian Job growing up. But yeah, this is the remake with Mark Wahlberg. So yeah. Next up is MASH, the 2 disc edition of the original movie, and this came out in 2002. I've never seen this movie, but my parents grew up watching the TV show, and they used to flick through all the reruns, and I used to see stuff from it. I used to have the VHS tapes of the MASH show that were that were part of my family, so I used to watch them. Well, I don't have them anymore, but I used to watch all those MASH tapes, and I didn't know there was a movie until much later in my life, and I always wanted to collect it. And when I found it, I was very happy. Yeah, I still haven't watched it, but it has both discs in here, like brand new. There's disc 2 and there's disc 1, the feature film. Suicide is Painless is basically the message in this movie, because that's the title track. Suicide is Painless. The theme song of MASH is called Suicide is Painless. So yeah. Next is a movie I haven't seen yet, but it's The Mask and Son of the Mask. It's a 2 disc set, and what I love is you got both discs in here. So you got The Mask, and then you have Son of the Mask. And the really cool thing about this on the back is you got Jim Carrey, and he's holding the Mask DVD, the Australian copy, even though he's not really. They just photoshopped that, but yeah, that's literally it. It's quite funny. And then you got the Son of the Mask cover as well. But yeah, I've never seen these, but these are very funny. They're classics. I've always wanted to watch them. And yeah, I love Jim Carrey. I grew up with him as the Grinch. But yeah, next is Megamind and the Button of Doom. 2 disc. Fun story about this. I got this DVD hoping that both discs were in here. So there's both discs. But the only disc that was in here was the Button of Doom, and I was like, rats, I wanted a copy of Megamind on DVD. So I had to search far and low just to get a copy of Megamind on DVD, a separate copy. Then I had to merge the two together, which I did. And it was a stressful process, but in the end, it was worth it. But next is Mary Madagascar from 2009. And then I have Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, the 2010 DVD. Love this movie. Highly recommend it. And then I have the 2011 movie Michael Jackson, The Life of an Icon. And then I have the Steelbook 2 disc edition of This Is It, the Australian copy, and inside is both discs, one of which being the movie and the other one being bonus features. And I also have my childhood copy of This Is It as well, just a standard copy, which I've had this for probably about 12 years, I must say. 10 years would be 2016, so I would have had this since 2014, 2015. I forget. But yeah. One thing I've kept from one of the only things I've kept from my childhood. The next is the is this the 4K copy? Yeah, it is. The 4K copy. This is not my first 4K purchase, but the first one in this series. You know, I've collected others before I got this. I got this at the end of last year, at the very beginning of this year, so something like that. And this is the Minecraft movie on 4K in Steelbook. I saw this at the movies last year, and for those who have seen the movie, you probably know that there were crazy kids who were throwing popcorn during the chicken jockey moment. And me and my two of my best friends, who I went to see it with, we were very lucky that no one was in the cinema by the time we saw it, because we just had the whole cinema to ourselves, and we got to watch the Minecraft movie, which was amazing. There, we didn't trash the cinema, because why I don't get why these kids did it, but you know, it's what it is. But yeah, next is the Minions movies. The two pack of Minions and Minions Rise of Gru from 2024. This set came out. It has both discs in there. I've never seen Rise of Gru. I've only seen the original when I was a lot younger. I saw it when it came out in cinemas. So yeah, and I've seen it maybe one or two times afterwards, but that's about it. But yeah, next is a movie I haven't seen yet, and it's Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, and it's the 2-disc slipcover edition, and it's beautiful. I had to get it for the slipcover. I wouldn't have gotten it otherwise. And it comes with, it's a special collector's edition from 2006. So the movie came out in 1996. So this is the 10th anniversary edition. But yeah, this is a great. Apparently, this is a great movie. It's very iconic. I know the theme song. The theme song's very iconic. I mostly know it because of the Shrek series, but yeah. Next up is a movie I haven't seen. Mitchell's versus the Machines from 2021 from Sony. And then I have movie I haven't seen in years. Uh, Monster House. This is an X rental from Video Easy. There you go. And this is quite funny. This is very quite funny. This is a weird. This is one of those weird movies I didn't really grow up with. I hired it from video no Blockbuster once when I was a kid. Blockbuster or Video Easy, one of them. And watched it, and then I totally forgot about it for years. I remember it being around, but I didn't really want to get a copy of it and watch it until I saw it on Netflix, watched it, and it's just one of those weird animated movies. I do love and respect Chowder though, who's the chubby kid right there. But yeah, next is Monsters Inc. 2-disc edition from 2002, and it comes with the outtakes on it, which I love. But yeah, next is a movie I haven't seen since I was a kid, and this is a very hard to find one from 2010. It is Monster Mutt. Yeah, if you've never seen this, I highly recommend it. It's pretty funny. I love it. It's from a studio called Green Pictures, so they're not widely known. I think this is one of the only films they did, but it's still very funny. Like yeah. Next is Monsters University from 2013, and then I have Monsters vs Aliens from 2009. Weird movie. I haven't seen this in years either. I'm being dead honest. I probably will never rewatch it. But it is an X rental from Video Easy. Uh, this is yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's a meth movie. It's not one of the best DreamWorks movies. It was one of the worst in my opinion. But yeah, it's pretty forgetful. But it's like meh. But then next, I'll show these all together. Uh, always look on the bright side of life. This is every Monty Python movie. I got 3 in a box set, but I don't know. I still have the box somewhere now in my room, but I did not want to keep these in the box it came with, like the special like cardboard thing, because it didn't really fit nicely on the shelf, and the box was gonna break, so I just took them out of the box. But yeah, you got, and now for something completely different. Uh, the Holy Grail 2-disc edition. Um, Life of Brian, and they were in the 3 pack. And then I've got, but this took me a long time to find. Monty Python at the Hollywood Bowl, live at the Hollywood Bowl, sorry, and then Monty Python the Minion Life, another one that was really hard to find. Yeah, they all have their discs in here, but I think the only one that is 2 disc is Holy Grail. Just check, so I'm not lying to you guys. This one has 1 disc, and yet 1 disc. 2 discs. I wasn't lying. So next is Mouse Hunt from 1997, and this is the 2006 DVD, or 1998, sorry. And this is a funny movie. I didn't grow up with it as a kid. I remember it on TV mostly as a kid. I don't remember ever owning it on DVD up until a few years ago, but I remember it on VHS for some odd reason, having a VHS copy of it. But this is a very, very funny movie. I haven't seen it in years. I've only seen it probably once. I might have only seen clips of it. But really funny movie with Nathan Lane and Lee Evans. Like, really cool. And I love the disc here. It reminds me of Chase. Legit. It reminds me of Chase. Like, I love that. And then next up is Mr. Bean's Holiday from 2007. Another really funny one, which I first watched on Netflix while I was unwell. And really funny movie. one of his best. Yeah, and then lastly, one that I haven't seen since I was a kid, one that very special. With Dustin Hoffman and Natalie Portman, it's Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium from 2007. It's a very magical movie about a toy store, and this guy makes his toys come to life or something. I forget the exact thing, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful movie. Like, it was always so special to watch this movie growing up. Yet I haven't seen it in years, and I don't know when I will watch it, but I will watch it someday. Then next is Mr. Peabody and Sherman from 2014. And then I have here Mr. Popper's Penguins from 2011. And Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie from 2014. I've only seen clips of this, not the full movie. But yeah, it's very funny from what I've seen. And then I've got a movie from my childhood I've always loved and always will love. From the late Robin Williams with Sally Field, it's Mrs. Doubtfire from 1993, and this DVD is from 2001. Highly recommend this. You can watch this on Disney Plus, which is where I last rewatched this. I always rewatch this from time to time, and I always love it because I love that it's basically a father trying to reconnect with his kids after losing them because his ex-wife takes it to court because he's the fun dad, the fun guy. Like he loves he loves goofing around, and his wife doesn't approve it. His wife doesn't approve him goofing around, so she takes it to court, and so he disguised himself as a nanny to apply for the housekeeping role his wife wants, and reunites with his kids in a more comedic way. But yeah, I love that movie. But yeah. Next is 3 movies I haven't seen since I was a kid either. I watched the third one semi recently, last year or the year before. But really funny movies. This is the Muppets collection from Sony and Columbia. Muppets Takes Manhattan, Muppets from Space, and Kermit Swamp Years. You saw my other copy in the last part, because I do have a separate copy of this. But I haven't seen these in years. Specifically Muppets Take Manhattan, which I do not remember. But yeah, there's all 3 discs. And it comes with a coupon here. I'm going to see if I can pull it out. And it's win. What do you win? You win a Sony camera. That is crazy. And some other movies they're showing that you can also buy at the time. But you could win a Sony camera. That is one of the coolest things you can win, in my opinion. Wouldn't it be nice to win a Sony camera? And it says here, it's a DVD Handycam, valued at $1,499. Yeah, they're not really. I don't think they're worth much nowadays. I think they're worth less. You got way like more fancier stuff nowadays. But yeah. Next is 2 movies from my childhood. I watched the second one some fairly recently, actually, when you think of the big picture, and I love both these movies. The first one's got Colin Firth, and the second one has Maggie Gyllenhaal, and it is the Nanny McPhee movies, Nanny McPhee and Nanny McPhee Returns, or Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang, depending on what country you're from. I always call it Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang because that's what it was called over here. But very funny movies. I love this one more than this one, even though both are really funny. But yeah, this one I really love. Really, 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 really love. You know. Really funny, really great story, and I love the music. There was this song in the movie that I did not know the name of, but I remember at the very beginning, and it's just got a montage of the kids doing the work around the farm, and I looked up in the credits the name of it. It's called "The Best Things in Life Are Free," and it was sung by Bing Crosby in the 1940s. And it's a beautiful song. I love it. But yeah, next is the next Karate Kid from 1994, and this DVD is from 2005. I've never seen this movie, but I've heard about it, and it has Pat Morita again reprising his role as Mr. Miyagi, with Hilary Swank as the next Karate Kid. The next is all 3 Night at the Museum movies from 2006, 2009, and 2014. Featuring the late Robin Williams. This was one of his last movies, Robin Williams. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. He is a beautiful actor. Yeah. Next is Norbit from 2007. I've never seen this. I've seen clips, but I've never seen it in full. This is really funny with Eddie Murphy in it. Anything with Eddie Murphy is funny in my opinion. Next is the John Lennon biopic Nowhere Boy from 2009, and I've seen this. Really great movie. It basically tells story of John Lennon's teenage years, mainly, but also has a few bits to do with his childhood. It mainly starts when his uncle dies, his uncle George, who he was living with, him and his Aunt Mamie, George and Aunt Mamie, and George dies, and um, John reunites with his mother. It's basically um, but the years 1956 and probably 1959 or 1958. Just after his mother dies, the movie ends. But yeah, there's the disc, and it comes with a Toshiba coupon. Don't know why, but yeah, Toshibas were the PCs at the time, but I don't think they make PCs anymore or laptops. But, next is the 2-pack of the Nutty Professor and the Nutty Professor 2 The Clumps. I've seen the first one on TV growing up, maybe the second as well. But these are funny with Eddie Murphy as well. But I don't remember much of the second one, but I know the second one has Janet Jackson in it. So, you know. Next is Oddball from 2015. This is an Australian movie with Shane Jacobson and Deborah Mailman, who was one of the hosts on Play School when I was a kid. I love this disc as well. It looks like dog fur. This is a beautiful movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I remember seeing it in cinemas. Really beautiful. But yeah, next is Onward from 2020. And then Open Season from 2007. Well, 2006, but the DVD's from 2007. I used to have a promotional copy of Open Season from when I was a kid, but I don't have it anymore. I might still do somewhere, but I'd love a new copy. I used to have a promotional copy, and I am looking for it. And next is Open Season 2 from 2008 in the DVD. Yep, 2008. And then I have number 3 from 2010 and the DVD from 2011 and the fourth one from 2016, which I've never seen. I've never seen this. I've only seen the first 3. And they're all right. The first one's the best one. And then you got number 2 and 3, which are meh. But yeah. Next is an EZY DVD case from 2006. Easy DVD. 10, sorry, not case. Of Over the Hedge. And it comes with... I didn't get this with a movie. It just came by itself, the 10. But I've got my copy of Over the Hedge from 2016. The 2016 print in my custom cover design. And I've got that the logo on the spine. But yeah, I will be doing custom cover designs in the future. But yeah, there's the disc. And next is a bootleg of Over the Hedge, which I got maybe last year or the year before. It just comes in a white disc. No label, nothing. Like, I could mistake this as a blank DVD, but it actually is Over the Hedge. And I will label it one day. But then again, I may not. Next up is a trilogy. I got 3 movies in 3 separate cases. One's from 2015, one's from 2018 or 17, but the DVD's from 2018, and one's from 2025, the DVD. And it's all 3 of the Paddington movies. I've only seen the first one in cinemas, and I've seen clips of Paddington 2, but not the full movie. But the first movie was great. I don't remember much about it, but yeah. And I definitely haven't seen the new one, but I know it has Antonio Banderas in it, who is a legendary actor. I love Antonio's work in stuff like Puss in Boots. But yeah. Next is on Blu-ray. I didn't get this on DVD. This is an Australian movie as well called Paper Planes. I have seen a TikTok or Instagram post maybe of these fellas, and they saw the actual kid. Where is he? Yeah, this guy from the movie, the main character, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're the Paper Planes guy," and they freaked out. And the guy's like, "Yeah, I am," and they're like, and they start following this guy, and then this guy's thinking, "Can you leave me alone?" So it's really crazy when you know someone. It's nuts, and it comes with the ultraviolet code. But yeah. When you know someone, it's kind of nuts, like I just said. when you know you see someone you like have seen, and you're like, oh my god, it's you. I'm surprised, and you have to follow them if you want to grab their attention and talk. But yeah, we got Paranorman from 2013. The movie's from 2012, and this one does come with the ultraviolet code as well. Then I have the 2004 DVD of DreamWorks' Paulie from 1998. Does this come with anything in it? Nope. I've never seen it. But yeah. Next is um, Penguins of Madagascar the movie in my custom case. Just the original release. In the original orange case it came with. I love these orange cases. I love all the colored cases. But yeah. Next is the Penguins Whacked Out Adventure DVD from 2005, and this is an American DVD. We didn't get this over here, and inside is both the American release and the UK release, which I got separately. I didn't get this with Madagascar, the UK copy. I don't have a UK copy of Madagascar. I got it separately in a purple handle case, like one of them kids' handle cases, like carry cases. And I decided to put years later. It was with my normal copy of Madagascar, which you saw earlier in the custom case, but I decided to move it to this case instead to be with the American copy because they both have the same stuff on it. Well, almost. I think they may be slightly different. I could be wrong, but yeah. Next is a movie I don't like from my childhood, the 2003 Peter Pan, and this DVD is from 2004. I prefer the Disney classic, but yeah. Next is Peter Rabbit from 2018. I've not seen this movie. I remember when it came out there. I remember seeing the trailer, but I've never seen the movie. But yeah, I know there's a second one as well. It is based on the books by Beatrix Potter, and I remember as a kid watching The Adventures of Beatrix Potter, or whatever it was called, and I still love that. And I also remember the CGI Peter Rabbit series on ABC, which is terrible. I prefer the original Beatrix Potter TV show. But yeah, next is Pixar uh, Short Films Volume 1 from 2007. And does it have anything in it? Nope. But it has 13 shorts from Pixar's catalog from 1984 to 2007, or 2006 realistically. With the first short being the Adventures of Andre and Willie B from 1984, which is pre-Pixar when Pixar was working at Lucasfilm, and the last one being Lifted, which is also on the Ratatouille DVD. Yeah. Next is Pixar Shorts Volume 2 from 2012, and this has 12 shorts plus some extra stuff on here, which is really cool. And so it has the first short being Your Friend the Rat from Ratatouille, and the last short being a beautiful one, which is one of my, if not my most favorite Pixar short, La Luna, from 2011 or 12, and I believe it was released theatrically with Brave. But I love La Luna. If you've never, there's the kid from La Luna. It makes me cry because it's just a beautiful movie. I love that short film, and then it also comes with uh, 7 test animated shorts by John Lasseter, Andrew Stanton, and Pete Docter from Pixar. When they were uh, doing animation school in the 1970s, John Lasseter did a Disney animation course with Brad Bird and a few other people who are big names in the industry, and he got to he was taught by Disney's 9 old men. Some of Disney's 9 old men, like Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston, and they had to make these test subjected shorts using their abilities. And John Lasseter did 3 of these or 2 of these. Andrew Stanton did 2 of these, and Pete Docter did 3. But yeah, next is I've also got Volume 3 from 2018, and this has um 11 shorts. Um, Going backwards this time. It normally goes forwards. It's going backwards in time. So the first short is Bow, the most recent one from 2018, which was theatrically released with Incredibles 2, and the last one being Partysaurus Rex from 2012, one of the Toy Story tunes. So yeah. Next is Pixels from 2015. I haven't seen this since I was a kid. I saw this in cinemas as well. Really funny with Peter Dinklage in it. The goat. I love Peter. It's an X rental from Civic Video. Oh, it still has the tape on it. Ooh. It still has the tape from when I bought it at the secondhand store. Jesus. That's crazy. And yeah, there's the disc X rental. And it came with a phone number. Or as all X rentals do, so you can phone it and say, I fucked up your disc. I'll pay you back for it. I'll pay you for the damages. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, next is Planet 51. And I haven't seen this since I was a kid as well. I vaguely remember it on TV. And this one's from 2009, the DVD's from 2010, and it's made by Handmade Films, which is George Harrison's movie company. George Harrison, one of the Beatles, and that movie studio, there's a disc, also made Monty Python's Life of Brian. So yeah. Next is the 2 disc copy of Polar Express from 2004. Oh, from 2005 actually. And I've had this since I was a kid, so it's a family member's copy they gave to me, so I've always kept it in the best condition possible. I'm just gonna check the discs to see, is it in great condition or not. It's got some scratches, but I believe it still plays the full movie. It is one of my favorite childhood movies growing up. I always loved watching this around Christmas time. And the second disc is in alright condition as well, which is the bonus features. I prefer the. I have played both discs. But yeah, classic movie with by. I was gonna say Henry Zemeckis, but it's Robert Zemeckis. There's Henry Selick, Tim Burton, and Robert Zemeckis. But yeah, next is Popeye's Voyage: The Quest for Poppy from 2004. I think I've seen this once as a kid, maybe. Uh, how I got this, I've had this for about 12 years, since like 2014. I was in hospital once, and the Starlight Children's Foundation in Australia. If you probably wouldn't know that unless you're a Wiggles fan, because the Wiggles did have heavily support Starlight before I was born, and even while I was a kid, they heavily supported it. Same with High Five, and a couple of other children's acts supported it. But the Starlight Children's Foundation came to the hospital. The 2 Captain Starlight girls, they were talking to me, and she gave me this free DVD, which was really cool. And I was hoping to. I was talking about. I think I was talking about how much I want Brum, how much I love the show Brum or something. And she gave me this free DVD, which is the best thing, and I've had this since I was a kid. And The disc is still like brand new because don't think I've ever physically played this disc. But yeah, this is a 2008 re-release on the disc. It says there. But yeah, really great one. Yeah. Next is Postman Pat the movie from 2014, and then I have here the 2016 reprint of The Prince of Egypt, and then I have these are go. I haven't seen 2 and 3, but I've seen the original as a kid. I rewatched it recently, and it is goated. Problem Child trilogy from 2010, part of the Kids Movie Night range. I do have another one of these Kids Movie Night things, which you saw in part 1, which was the American Tail 3 movies, the first 3. But I've got this now, and this is goated. This is a great way to watch the Problem Child movies. But the first one's goated. I haven't seen 2 or 3 yet, but yeah, I know the third one has. I don't know if the third one has the actors back, but I know the second one has the kid back. And the kid is, I love the kid. Big up the kid. He's just a poor kid. He has been adopted so many times, but ends up being returned to the orphanage 30 times. It's quite sad. And the dad realizes the mistake the other people made and tries to fix it. But yeah, really funny movie, Problem Child. I love the parents as well. The dad's played by, I was gonna say Bill Pullman, but that's the dad in Casper. He's played by where is he? I think that is John Ritter. Is the guy that plays um the dad. Could be wrong. And it also has Michael Richards in it, who is Kramer in Seinfeld, and Gilbert Godfrey, the goat. I love Gilbert Godfrey. Just rest in peace. Amazing guy. Next up, I have is both the 2014 Fox reprint of Puss in Boots, which has the Three Diabolos shot on it, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish from 2023. The DVD of it. Both. I haven't seen the first Puss in Boots in years, but Last Wish I've only seen once, and it is goated. I didn't see it in movies, but my friend begged me to watch it because I bought the DVD, and then a week or so later he came over and said, "I beg you to watch it." And my other friend was over, my other best friend. These are the 2 guys that went to see Minecraft with me, and they said, "Watch it, watch it." I'm like, "Fine, I'll watch it." So I watched it, and I loved it. But yeah, next is Rango from 2012 or 2011 from Nickelodeon Movies and Paramount Pictures. I haven't seen this since I was a kid. I remember it on TV more than it. I didn't see it at the movies. I don't think. I might have. Who knows? But I don't really remember it. And this is a good movie. Yeah, next is I have it. Oh, this is crazy. Really, really, really crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. I've got Ratatouille in a slipcover, the original DVD from 2007. And then I also have it on 4K, which was my second 4K purchase, by the way. My first was it my second or was it my third? No, second. It was my second. Goated movie on 4K. Goated. But goated. Next is Red Dog True Blue, which I watched in high school, and this DVD is from like 2016, I think. I've not seen the original, and I do not own the original yet, but I will get it. It is an Australian movie, this one, and this one has, I believe. Let me see who's in the cast. I think Justine Clark is in this one, who was a presenter on Play School. I don't know if she still is, but yeah, she was when I was a kid. There's a disc, which is really cool. I remember watching this in high school. Good movie. How many more do I have? I got 4 more movies, and the next 3 are the original Resident Evil, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen any of these. And this one was released in Australia by Hollywood Pictures Home Entertainment originally, even though it's not made by them. So this used to be in my Disney collection because I was of the understanding this was made by Hollywood Pictures. It isn't. So yeah, it's yeah made by Sony. They're all made by Sony. But next is Resident Evil Afterlife, and it's a 2-disc edition, and both discs are in there. Then I lastly have Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. I know there's more in the series. I just haven't been able to find them yet. But yeah, and this one is an X rental from Video Easy Express. But yeah, and lastly is a movie I haven't seen yet, but I've heard so many wonderful things about it. And this was from Video Easy as well, an X rental, and it's The Ring, the DreamWorks movie The Ring from 2002, but this DVD's from 2003. And yeah, there's the X rental disc. But yeah, that is it for today's episode. And it was a really long one. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in another video. In part. There's one more part. So yeah, see you guys in part 4 of the collection. So yeah, part 4. And then after part 4, I might do Disney's. And I might do the Marvels and DCs, and then maybe the music DVDs in a video, and then I'll definitely do the other stuff, the nostalgia realm and the adult shows and all that. But until then, see you guys in the next one. Bye.